Al, Saturday's performance and result almost had something of a season watershed feel about it. What was the feeling amongst the group in the changing rooms afterwards?
It was extremely positive. The players celebrated that game really well, and deservedly. It was a great performance, and it's something that we're hoping just really, sets the tone for the second half of the season.
Was it a performance that you saw coming? Could you sense something in the cup? Because you had obviously a slightly extended run-in without having had a game. Could you sort of feel that performance coming?
There was definitely a lot of energy ready for us just to, unload into a performance because we hadn't played for a few weeks. So we were restless, and we trained very hard, and we wanted an opportunity to put that into a competition game, and that certainly came to fruition in that match. We were really strong, and I sensed that things were moving in the right direction. We had time to really focus on ourselves and reflect on where we were after the first half of the season performance-wise. And there were a few things in our processes that we needed to fine-tune, and we definitely used that time to do so. And then the opportunity to put into a competition game was awesome for us, and the players did really well.
You saw Izzy Valletta claim an assist and generally put in a very big shift. What did you make of her performance? And I suppose, could you give us an assessment of how you think she's gone since she came in?
She's been awesome. I can't talk highly enough of the impact Izzy's had. She came in late, and she spent a bit of time with us in pre-season, and she earned the contract and she's earned the opportunity. And I know it means a lot to her because she's a local. And I think every time she comes to training or to play, she knows she's representing, a bigger part of just her as a player. It's her and playing for her home club. And I know that's something that, drives her. Her performances with her energy is awesome as well. She's quite a fearless character, and she's got a lot of go forward with and without the ball, and it's something I really admire in her game. And she's added some class, and we're hoping that she can continue that run of form for the rest of the season.
In terms of the bigger picture, 9 points off fourth spot with 2 games in hand on Melbourne victory. A tough ask, but it's definitely on. It's
an exciting opportunity. It's one that I know the team and I are going to relish. Backs are against the wall. We're not expected, based on where we are currently, to make the 4. But our thinking internally is, if we give every week, the performance that we just had, and we treat every week like a final, we give ourselves a real chance, and we love doing it the hard way. So I'm certainly not writing it off. I want to give us every opportunity. I know the players really want to push for that, and let's see where we go.
So Jets up next, a managerial change or a coaching change there with Gary Van Egmond coming in. Does that make it more difficult to prepare for this game?
Look, I think we had the opportunity to observe them on Sunday, and they've got another game tomorrow against Western, and then they have us. It's a tough week for them. For us, ultimately, now that we're in a good space with form, we just have to make sure that we continue to focus on ourselves and be aware of what the opposition can do, but just mainly be focused on ourselves and our own performance. And we know if we nail our processes, we'll find a way to win. So that's the key point from our point of view.
It was a 2-2 draw with the Jets back in early December. Glory leading twice in that game. I know it was a game you felt that 3 points perhaps should have been yours. Were there lessons that you took away from that performance that you'll build into the preparations for this weekend?
Yeah, we have to be more clinical. As you mentioned, we went up twice and we needed to manage that game better. And there have been other fixtures where we've gone up as well, and we haven't been able to see it out to get more from those games. So I think we've learnt definitely the hard way of how to manage going up a game and seeing out the game and managing momentum swings. But I'm also very aware that we're a different team to what we were 2-3 months ago when we played them. So I'm very confident and optimistic about where we are as a group currently, and there is still improvement in us in what we're doing, but it's just about making sure we don't take our focus away from the 90 minutes and we see the job out across the whole 90-minute period.
And just finally, mate, I appreciate it's early in the week, but we've established that Ella will still be suspended for this game. But in terms of other squad news, how are we looking?
Yeah, there's a lot of players fighting for positions. There's no major injury concerns other than the ones that we already know about, the long-standing ones. Players are going to continue to use the week to compete for positions, and that's the sign of a healthy squad.